Hey everybody, welcome back to another vlog type video. I said that I wasn't going to do one for March because things were basically staying the same. April, however, will be a different month. It will actually be the 1 year birthday, anniversary, whatever you want to call it, for April, because we started this thing on, it was actually the 4th of April. That was when entertainmenttalk.org was actually created. So yes, the 4th of April is for that, which is next Tuesday. So I'm very much looking forward to releasing some things for that. I am not going to talk necessarily about the new things that are coming out. All I'm going to say is there's 3 new shows that we're going to be doing, but they are going to be done. They're not going to be weekly podcasts. They are going to be done slightly differently. I'm not going to say which shows they are for because I want that to be a surprise. But yes, as things like 24 end in May, Walking Dead ends actually on the 4th, so or it's the 3rd, yeah, Monday the 3rd, that comes to an end, so that will be it for that season. The DC shows are coming to an end in May, and of course, obviously gaming will be every week as much as we can get to it. We've missed a few weeks recently, but the good thing is with gaming is that you can just the news and topics that we have, we can just move to the next week. Whereas, if we start missing episodes of shows, then we have to do doubles, and that makes things a bit different. But anyway, yes, there's going to be, I'm going to be making a new logo. I haven't quite got around to making it yet, but I do know what I want to do for it, so it's just a case of making that. There is an old podcast that I want to release, because it's actually the first podcast I ever did. And I'm going to leave it in its original state, how it was. I'm not going to edit it. I'm going to maybe put a little message before. Basically, it was the first Xbox All-in-One podcast that we did, which was actually it was either Sean or Eddie. Eddie's done a couple of things for the site, but Sean did have to stop doing the Xbox podcast. So yeah, that was way before it became Random Gaming Talk and before Entertainment Talk was even an idea. I mean, we did do the Walking Dead UK, and then a few weeks into that, that's when Entertainment Talk was created. So there's going to be a couple of other things as well. I'm going to maybe make some changes to how the site looks. Just kind of basically change things a little bit for year 2, essentially, because this will be the first year. And then yeah, as some shows come to an end and we bring in some new shows in some different ways, I have several article ideas. I will say I've just wanted to focus on more of the podcasts that we've been doing, and sort of focus on getting them out and getting good enough coverage, making sure the notes are correct, etc, etc. I did just do the 24 podcast with David, and we did use Mixler. I'll be trying to use it as much as possible, as long as it doesn't cause the laptop to crash or anything like that. Technology can be awkward like that. Which is mixler.com/entertainmenttalk. Now Mixler is spelled Mixlr. We do say this at the end of the 24 podcast for this week, which is episode 7. So of course have a look out for that. I'll be putting this up as well as the 24 podcast around the same time, so they'll basically be up pretty much next to each other. So yeah, that's basically going to be the changes for May. Like I said, I have several article ideas that I want to put out over the summer. I also want to work on some Throwback Thursday stuff, because there's still some old stuff I'd like to get around to talking about. It's just it's under the more Thursday throwback or Throwback Thursday category, so I want to put it under them. But I also want to make them in maybe bunches and then schedule them throughout some of the year. So I have ideas of what to do for those. And yeah, just gaming, lots more Let's Plays I want to do. I know I said that back in February, but like I said, we'd been doing 24, Walking Dead, Xbox or gaming, whatever you want to call it, and DC. So yeah, I've just been not necessarily not had time. I've just wanted to focus more on the weekly podcast that we've had, and making sure that the weekly content gets done to the best of my personal ability, I feel, and the best of the ability this laptop, I guess, allows for. So yeah, that's going to be mostly what's going to be happening throughout the summer. Time will go quicker than we know it, so we'll soon be back to the busy kind of October schedule. I have an idea to do Game of Thrones, but I feel that's a show that needs to be approached perhaps a little bit differently because there's some book knowledge and stuff. And yeah, I'll see what other shows come out between. I mean, May and October is a big gap, so I'll see what other shows come out between them and see what we fancy picking up and doing. So that's basically what's gonna be happening. The 3 new shows, which I don't want to say what they are, they're going to be some more weekly stuff, or some of them aren't going to be weekly. We got the gaming thing, some more Let's Plays, some more Overwatch, because I've been playing some, but I just haven't been streaming it quite as much. An Orisa video that I need to do, yeah, some Throwback Thursday stuff, and that's basically going to be, that's what I have in mind at the moment. As it gets to later in the year, there will be some ideas I have. There's a couple of podcasts that me and Chris have planned that we're going to do, so those are going to be coming out basically between May and October. So yeah, it's kind of just a short vlog on what's going to be coming up in the month of April. So I think the next one I'll put out is the end of May, because that's basically going to be the schedule to the end of May. It's going to be kind of still staying the same, because we still have 24 and the DC shows that have been going on to the end of May. And then once we get to the end of May, that's when things will change a bit more, and I'll have more of an idea of what to do in the summer. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and for listening, and for sending in emails and things that you do, and all that good stuff. So yeah, I think that's basically the schedule up until the end of May. So then I will have no vlog for April, and then I'll put one out at the end of May, just like I did with March. Just felt like I had to get this one out before April started. So have a look out for the new logo and for the new content I'm gonna be posting. Just thank you all for listening, and I shall see you as always on the next piece of content. Goodbye.